What's going on, everyone? It's TV, and we're back in Roblox Islands for the Halloween update for 2022. This is the third Halloween event they've ever had. Pretty insane to think about. Like, we've actually been in 3 events specifically for Halloween, and this has to be like the top Halloween update I've ever seen in the game. Like, this one tops them all. They learned so much since the release of the game, and man, look at the rewards. Like, these are the trophies here that you can get out of the cauldron. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about this update because it can be a little confusing for some if you are new to the game. I'm just going to start it off with this. Why not? We'll just start it off with the new mounts. Check it out. This thing has 75% run speed and or movement speed increase. Plus, if you get like chili pepper, let's go ahead and pop that. I mean, it's a pretty fast mount, man. So really nice updates. It has an all new mount system. I'm going to show you the new mount system, including what this does. And I'm going to show you the new quests that you need to do. I'm going to show you where to get to the boss because a lot of people are asking how to get to the boss. A lot of people are saying, you know, what are the new weapons? What are the new items? And also how to get those items. So everything I'm going to go through right now. But before I do, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already because I'm so close to 500,000 subscribers. Really appreciate the support. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. First up, let's show you how to go find Cletus. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go through your portal. All right, so this is the new hub island. It's pretty crazy. So this is the portal that you come through, right? So in order to be able to get to the Cletus graveyard, which is where the boss is, see this right here? You're going to pass the florist, focal, and then you're going to go to the first sign. You see how it says graveyard? It's right, like if you pass Arius, the totem guy, or pass Dom, or any of this area, you're going too far. So you want to make a left right here immediately and just follow this path. It's not too far. And then you're going to see another sign right here. It's blue. Come through here, go all the way up, and you're going to go through 2 sets of gates. So you're going to, pass through this gate area, and then you're going to pass through this one and just keep going. And then one thing you're going to note is that there's an NPC right here. His name's Contos. This one's pretty important because I want to show you this before we go over to the Cletus boss. But if you go inside here, talk to him. He just tells you he's going to sell goods here for Halloween season. You can click on that, and you'll see there's all this stuff you can buy. Look at this. So you can buy like tall fire chalice. You can buy all these things here. These are for coins, by the way. You don't have to actually spend any like tickets or any special tickets for this. You can pretty much buy this with your coins. It's really cheap. It's only 1,500 coins. This one's only 1,200 coins. There's also this like really cool like skull gate. They got like, dude, this thing's like a torture coffin. Look at that. It's got spikes in it. That's crazy. And then you've got like another one here on the ground. So you can pretty much decorate your island like with all of these really cool decorations. They've got like pumpkin candles. They've got like happy pumpkin, angry pumpkin. And then you're going to see 2 very important things down here, okay? So you can see there's a long crossbow bolt. This you can use with the new crossbow that you can get from the cauldrons. I'm going to show you how to get the cauldrons in addition to being able to get them here. So one thing you're going to know is the crossbow bolts are only 1,000 coins each here. You can also craft them from your anvil. I would say it'd be really cool if the devs could keep a store like this though that you can actually spend your coins on because I don't know about you, but I do not like having to craft my arrows. I really hate that part of the game. I don't use bows specifically because I have to craft them. I have to craft the arrows. I don't like that. But over here, you're going to see this is unique to this event. This is really cool. Check this out. So typically speaking, you have to grind for your chests and eggs and cauldrons, right? So last year was cauldrons. This is basically the similar as like having a treasure chest or an egg. And what's interesting is you can spend your Zombie Cletus boss tokens on cauldrons. So like while you're grinding, if you have too many tokens, you can go and spend those extra tokens on a cauldron. So you can see I'll go and purchase one. And now I have a cauldron. So here's my cauldron. It's kind of dark in here, so you won't be able to really see it. What you're going to want to do is place this on your island. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. There's a couple things to note that's kind of important for that I'll show you. Also, they have a little bit of Easter eggs, like some of the devs are inside, like on their gravestones. It's pretty funny. But let's go in here. I'm going to show you how to spawn the boss. So you come up to this gravestone here, and it says, "Here lies Cletus," and it says 2020 to 2022. And then so you can pay respects to Cletus. It's going to spawn him, and you get a free spawn, by the way, every 30 minutes. Okay, so every 30 minutes you can spawn him for free. One of the things that I would say is the best weapon here is going to be the static scepter against him because it doesn't really seem to knock you back quite as much. Like when he does hit you, he doesn't hit you like that far. It's not too bad. He does throw like the rocks from Bed Wars. It's pretty funny. Dude, I'm dying though. I'm dying fast. So let's get back a little bit. We don't want to die while we're fighting him. Also recommend eating like cookies, fortune cookies, or dragon rolls. Cletus, chill, dude. If you're curious, if you go to the combat catalog, it'll show you like everything about him. It'll show you his resistance and his weaknesses. Oh, dude, he just hit me again. Dude, chill. Highly recommend like even Queen Scepter would be good. Let me go and get Queen Scepter out. We gotta heal ourselves, dude. But yeah, this is, I can't believe we got a Zombie Cletus. It's so funny, dude. The other thing I want to say though is definitely eat some Starfruit cake because it's gonna give you a little extra damage. I highly recommend using a public server for this guy. Soloing, not recommended. This is kind of like a raid boss. This is not really like a solo boss, okay? He's definitely hard. Actually, I take that back. He's not hard. He's tough, but he's not hard. It's just, you know, it's a lot longer to take him down if you solo him too. Like it's gonna be way faster on a public server. You can see it's just taking a long time to take him out. By the way, chili peppers are a really great way to heal yourself. They're pretty cheap to make and they heal you a lot. So if you're trying to solo him for any odd reason, I highly recommend just going into groups because it's taking forever. All right, we just beat him and soloed him. The only thing that was tough is just took forever. So let's go back to our island real quick. So to open cauldrons, you just place them down. If you're familiar with this whole process, you can just kind of skip ahead. Now, the 3 items you're really looking for in these cauldrons, honestly, are going to be the trophies. So you can see the trophies up here. These are pretty cool. This is kind of like the one token that everyone wants. You know, everyone wants trophies from every event. It's kind of a collection. And then there's 2 weapons in the game that you can get, including the scythe and the crossbow. So this is what the scythe looks like. It's got like a skull and such. It's a pretty cool weapon. It's got, I believe it has void. Let me see what it has on it. I think it has void on it. Yeah, so it's magical void. And it's the highest damaging melee weapon currently in the game. That's pretty interesting because Serpent's Bane previously was Serpent's Bane, which was 65. This one does 68 and it has a magic effect, whereas this one doesn't. So this pretty much made the Void Serpent Bane kind of bad. Not really bad because it's only 3 off, but it does also have void on this one, which is really, really nice. So this is a really, really good weapon for melee. I'm going to start using this personally. The next one is the Reaper's Crossbow. This is the first crossbow ever for the game, and it's got a really cool skull thing. It's got some cool particles coming out of it. And so you do need to have the bolts. You can craft them. This is what it costs to craft them. But what I would recommend is just buy a ton of them. So you can see here, it requires steel ingots, 4 steel ingots. I don't know about you, but I'd rather like just buy a ton of these arrows instead of actually spending my precious resources. I do not want to use my resources for this, so I'm probably just going to buy them. So you can see here, I've got 3 of these scythes. I also have 2 crossbows. The other thing I'm going to show you is how to get this broomstick. There's 2 of them. And so if you go over to the mount section here, it's right here. You'll notice that there's the witch's broom and then there's the broom. The broom only gives you 50% plus movement speed, whereas this thing gives you plus 65%, and it's a limited time. So I'm assuming you're going to be able to get this after this event. This one's going to be only during the event. Now, one thing to note about this event, it is going to last for 3 weeks. Okay, so you have 3 weeks to do this. This is the only way you can get this is through doing the quests. Now, under my quest log, I'm going to show you my completed quest here. If I scroll down, it is right here. It's the Wicked Witch. And what you have to do is you have to defeat all the bosses to obtain a limited time reward. You click in there, it shows you need to kill 5 Slime Kings, 5 Core, 5 Wizard Boss, 5 Baha, 2 Slime Queens, 2 Fan Horns. I always call them Flanhorn, but yeah, it's 2 Fan Horns, 1 Infernal Dragon, 2 Void Serpents, and then 5 of the Zombie Cletus, which should be pretty easy. And also the reward for this is not only the item, but you also get 250 Zombie Cletus tokens, which is really cool. As far as where all the bosses are, so a lot of people were confused where like Fanhorn was. It's a little harder because if you're new to the game, you might not know where to go. But first things first, if you want a shortcut to the graveyard, like I said, you can either go straight to the sign or you can make like a U-turn here. Like just make an immediate left and just kind of head left toward, you know, just follow the ghost path right there. You're going to run into the Cletus area. For the Maple Island area for Fanhorn, you're just going to make a right and see where those balloons are. You'll see like these float hot air balloons in the sky. Just head towards that area. That's the area for Fanhorn. And for everyone else, okay, everyone else, you kind of have to go through the adventure area, which if you go straight, you're going to continue along this way. See the leaf, like the leaves here, these icons? You'll see this portal right here. So just head straight to the compass, and that's where everything else is. All the other bosses are over here. Straight into Slime Island. Slime Island bosses are in there. And it's just a lot of grinding. So like I said, use public servers. Don't use a VIP server for this stuff. It's too hard to do by yourself. It's way faster to just get in a group. Now, completing that quest will give you that first mount. Once you have the mount equipped, so, you know, I have this one equipped right now, you can click this little mount button to toggle it on and off, which is really, really cool to have in the game. Like, this is a super cool addition by the devs. Now, for the other unlock, it's pretty simple. All you got to do is the mobs. So, like, I'm currently in progress. I'm working on that one right now. And it is basically like 100 slime. I just need 1 more slime. It's 50 Buffalo Core, 30 Rock Mimic Coals, 50 Wizard Lizards, 50, and you can see the whole list here. It's not that bad. And then if you go back to your island during nighttime, you're gonna find these little skull guys. And this is a really great way to get more tokens. So, like, if you run out of tokens, these like little skull guys are gonna spawn spawn on your island, and they only spawn at night, and it's just like fireflies. Same exact logic as fireflies. You're gonna see like these skull heads floating around your trees. Remember, fireflies are attracted to trees, and they typically spawn around your trees. So it's the same thing for these guys. In my case, I only have trees back here right now, so they pretty much spawn all around here, and you can pretty much just catch them for tokens, and they give you a lot of tokens. So like the least amount of tokens I got was like 40 tokens from them, and the highest was like 80 tokens from I think it was like 70 or 80 tokens from one of the goal heads. So you can farm a ton of tokens from this. Now, one thing to note, the new weapons and the trophy are not tradable currently, but the cauldrons are. So if you want to buy cauldrons, you can. You know, if you do get like a mythic or legendary, you do have to break the chest, okay, to pick it up. So typically, like with these, you can pretty much go and just like, let's see what we get. Okay, so group of ghosts. So typically speaking, you can just hit F to collect. It won't do that, okay? So if it's a non-tradable item currently, it won't do that. So if you have like, say the Reaper's Scythe in there, you have to break the cauldron. So you're gonna have to do this to be able to get your weapon. Otherwise, it's going to be stuck in there. You're going to be like, it doesn't work. Now, you just break the cauldron just like any, you know, like if you ever got a pet egg, it's just like that. It's identical. The scythe, as well as the trophy and the other weapon, the crossbow, will be tradable after the event. Like I said, the event is going to last for 3 weeks. I almost forgot to mention, we have some new blocks. These are pretty cool. So if you go to the blocks merchant guy over here, if you talk to John here, you should see there's new checkered, like this is a new caution block, which is pretty cool. And they also added a hay bale block and a checkered block. So if you're looking for like some cool new blocks, maybe if you're trying to set up like a farm, look to your island, or maybe you're trying to do like maybe a cafe or something, or maybe you're trying to do like caution, like an area that you don't want people going towards, you can use those blocks. You can also make stair versions of these through your workbench. So I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, be sure to hit that like button, and good luck on your grinds. Dude, I just noticed these guys. That's funny. Anyway, until next time, good luck on your grinds, and good luck on getting those mythical drops, and I will see you in game. Peace.